Hey everyone, this is Zach with MTG PokeHero, and today we continue our Ixalan spoiler series. This is the rest of Blue that out of everything that's been released. So our first card is Air Elemental for 3 and 2 blue, flying 4/4. You're going to play this in limited. And that's about it, unless you have some weird elemental deck that you play in EDH. This next one's a reprint. I'm sorry, a reprint, not a repeat. It feels like a repeat. So for 1 and 2 blue, cancel, counter target spell. Right now we got really good counter magic and standard, but all in all, it's okay in limited. Limited's always really weird though for control. All in all, it's a decent card. I like the reprint. Looks like the goblin is trying to bang the crap out of the cannon, which is okay. The next one is Depths of Desire for 2 and a blue, an instant. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Create a treasure token. It's pretty decent. So basically, you play this for 2. Is the way I always kind of look at anything that makes a treasure token. You pay it for 1 less or 2 less mana. Just being able to return something back to its owner's hand. It might have something giving an issue. It's removal. Definitely limited. And unless mono blue control becomes a thing, we probably won't see it in standard. Next one is Dive Down. So for a blue instant, target creature you control gets +0/+3 and gains hexproof until end of turn. I'm really kind of interested to see how this goes. It probably might be a sideboard card in the Merfolk deck, but all in all, pretty good limited card, and we'll be talking about some more Merfolk here in just a little bit. Next one is Navigator's Ruin. So for 2 and a blue, enchantment, raid at the beginning of your instep. If you attacked with a creature this turn, target opponent puts the top 4 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. It's pretty decent. Something go wrong with fraying sanity, but it's kind of weird. You'll have to have creatures with it. So you can do the Star and Awake with it. That way it attacks for Sulk. It gets 4. Then it hits. Then you can. It seems like a lot, especially in the 3-drop slot for that deck. So, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. The next one is 1 with the Wind, 1 in a blue, enchant a creature for an aura. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has flying. I think it's going to be pretty interesting. It definitely seems like it's going more towards the Merfolk. It's great in limited. Maybe in standard. We'll just have to see where it's going. We've seen these before in standard. I think it was Ordeal of Thassa, but that's not it. Anyways, there was an enchantment where you were able to gain flying. This may be standard playable, but as of right now, I'm not sure. Next one is Perilous Voyage, 1 in a blue. For an instant, return target non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand. If its converted mana cost was 2 or less, scry 2. It's okay. As I mentioned earlier, if mono blue becomes a thing, removes a permanent, planeswalker, it's an easy way to deal with it, a lot easier than commit to memory. And I love how Vraska is just trying to save Jace, but Jace doesn't look like he's going to make it. 98% sure that's Jace. Trust fall. The next one is Pirates. Prize for 3 and a blue, sorcery, draw 2 cards, and create a treasure token. So for 3 mana, draw 2 cards and get a mana. Although that mana doesn't really mean anything. Decent limited. Probably won't see you play in standard unless, as I mentioned earlier, we might have a token or a treasure token mass production deck, which I could see that in there. The next one is Run Aground. So for 3 and a blue instant, put target artifact or creature on top of its owner's library. It's removal and limited. It's pretty decent. That's about it. All you will really ever want to play it in. Next one is Sailor of Means. So whenever it enters the battlefield, it's a 2/3. You create a treasure token, and it's a 1/4. All in all, it's pretty okay. You get a net mana out of it. Pretty decent body to help block in limited. Next one is Shafer Apprentice. So for 1 in a blue, It's a Merfolk Wizard common. Whenever Shafer Apprentice has flying, as long as you control another Merfolk for a 2/1. Pretty decent. Maybe in standard for a Merfolk deck. Limited for sure. Pretty decent little flyer. The next one is Shipwrecked Looter. So for 1 blue, it has Raid. Whenever it enters the battlefield, if you attacked with a creature this turn, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card, and it's a 2/1. I like card advantage and card filtering. This is really good for that. I don't know how much the Pirates really need this. Probably not in standard, but in limited, it will do really well. And this is our next card out of that. The 1 for 8 ability. Shorekeeper. It's a Trilobite. So for 7 blue, sacrifice it, draw 3 cards. Definitely a really good late mana sink for a blue deck. Just be able to draw 3 cards can definitely help swing the game in your favor and limited. The next one is Siren Lookout. For 2 blue, it's a Siren Pirate flying. Whenever it enters the battlefield, it explores. So you have the chance for 3 mana to get a 2/3 or at least get an extra land. Which is a pretty good deal. It'd probably be on my lower side of limited, but all in all, it's not too bad. Next one is Siren's Refuse. Ruse? Oh, Siren's Ruse. Can't talk today. So for 1 blue, instant target creature you control, exile target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. If it was a pirate and was exiled this way, draw a card. You know, it messes up combat, so definitely it's really good to block. Helps remove some pesky, really it's what it's there for is for combat and be able to kind of throw it off, and possible card advantage. Pretty good. You'll see it in limited. Storm Sculptor. So for 3 blue, it can't be blocked. Whenever it enters the battlefield, return a creature you control to its owner's hand. It's a 3/2. Not sure if I'm crazy about it. If you get some creature with an enter the battlefield trigger, it's really good. But all in all, probably will just be unlimited. Now, I do like this one. Tempest Caller, so for 2 and 2 blue, whenever it enters the battlefield, tap all creatures target opponent controls, and it's a 2/3. I think for the Merfolk deck to be successful, this was something it needed, just to be able to kind of remove all blockers. For the Merfolk, they don't really seem all that powerful, but this guy with them kind of helps and just removes everybody from combat for that. It's limited bomb. It's a great card. The next one is Water Trap Weaver. So for 2 blue, you get a Merfolk Wizard. Whenever it enters the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls. That creature does not untap during its controller's next untap step, and it's a 2/2. It's a good card for limited, maybe in standard, but I think all in all, really good limit. And I love the artwork for her. I think she looks definitely really neat compared to everyone else that I've seen so far. The next one is Windstrider. So for 4 blue, get a Merfolk Wizard with Flash and Flying. So for 5 mana, you get a Flash Flyer. Well, that's pretty good. You'll see it in limited. Now the next one is basically what I've nicknamed the Devourer Fish. It is for 5 and 2 blue. It is Creature Fish rare. Whenever it attacks, your opponent mills the top half of their library in the greatest. So for half, you traumatize them. It's traumatized on a stick for 6/6. I love it to death. It's going to be really hard. It's going to be a commander card for sure. I don't think I'll ever see play in standard, which is really sad because I wanted it so bad. I love the fish. Worship the fish. The fish is here. But all in all, guys, that's the rest of the blue cards that got spoiled. Today, I'm excited about them. There's definitely some interesting stuff for the Merfolk deck. We just really got to see how that's going to go over. Hopefully I can start doing some deck building here in a little bit, as long as I can get everything all updated in my system. But all in all, guys, have a good night, and may the top decks be forever in your favor.